Hello everyone. Today we're going to be just doing an update video as well as a review of a new Airsoft product which I picked up today. Now I apologize if I haven't been very active on YouTube, and that's for several reasons. As you probably know, my last video was roughly 2 months ago with my Milson West Bulk Car Ridge video. And I apologize for lack of activity on the channel. There's a bunch of things been going on. One of them is I'm going to college, basically. In a couple days now, I will be I will be moving into college and then settling in, and I will be starting my classes 1 week from now. Right now, it is August 21st. Anyway, so, yeah, that's pretty much the basics. So, the flow of videos will probably be limited, and I apologize for that as well. Since I'll have to be focusing on college work, so on and so forth. You get the idea. Anyway, so today I'm going to be doing a review and somewhat unboxing of a new gun which I picked up, which is this. This is the KWC Colt M1911A1. This one is particularly special because it's the 100th anniversary edition. And I don't know how I can see that. As you can see right there. 1911 to 2011, 100 years this gun has been made and is still going strong. And decided to pick this up. It was got it for a pretty good price on evike.com, and I'll leave a link in the description to where you can get this gun as well. Anyway, so going over what's in the box. First of all, you have your manual, which is also your warranty. You can see right there. Warranty instruction or warranty page, and then you also have the manual right there. Pretty basic, just tells you how to load the gun, so on and so forth. You get a box of .2 BBs, 0.2 gram BBs. Heard these are not very good quality, so you may want to use something higher quality such as Elite Force or KWA, something along those lines. You get an Allen wrench, which is necessary to insert a CO2 capsule into the gun. And I forgot to mention that this gun is full metal and CO2 gas blowback. Then, of course, you get the gun itself. Put the box out of the way. So, here's the gun. It's a full metal replica of the Colt Model 1911, or as the technical term by the United States military when it was originally adopted was Pistol Automatic M1911. When it was adopted in, of course, 1911, as you all know. I'm going to try and spare you the history, basically, but this pistol has served through World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all the way up until 1985 when it was replaced by the Beretta M9, which is I also do own, and I decided to add this to the collection since I have not owned a 1911 pistol in Airsoft, basically. And this is definitely a good choice. It's very well built, it's full metal, and as you can probably hear, has a very nice metallic, basically slide racking, and overall very nice gun. And what I especially like about this is that, I don't know how I can see this, but it has authentic Colt trademarks, and I don't know how I can see that. But some of you who are familiar with the 1911 will know that, I'll just read these off for you. It says patented April 20th, 1897, and then it's September 9th, 1902, and it says the second line is December 19th, 1905, February 14th, 1911, and then August 19th, 1913, with Colt Patent Firearms Manufacturing Company, Hartford, Connecticut, USA. And it also has some markings right there. Once again, I don't know how I can see this, but it says M1911 right there. Then it says it has a serial number and some weird stamping. I'm not quite sure what that is. Unfortunately, these are not engraved into the slide. These are painted on and they're white, but it's still a nice touch. Anyway, this is, as you can probably tell, it resembles or is a replica of the one that served during World War II. So it has the gray particleized finish, typically called rack gray. And then it has the wooden grips, or actually no, these are black checkered plastic grips, which are really nice. Actually give a nice hold onto the gun. Makes it very easy to get a good grip on it as well. It also has the cutout right here which is obviously distinguishes it from a 1911 to a 1911A1. The cutout right here, the shorter trigger, the different hammer, it's a little bit shorter and also has a longer beaver tail, and then the arch spring housing, which has also been checkered. And this gun really does feel nice in the hand. I normally I originally didn't like the 1911 because it does have a slightly thinner back strap than on, say, like an M9 or a Glock, any of those double stack pistols, which I find do fit my hands a little more better than single stack. But this gun really does, the entire mass of it really does fit in your hands pretty well. I really do like the gun. It's quite a hefty gun. It's full metal, like I said before, and full metal slide, frame. Pretty much everything on here is metal with the exception of the plastic grips and, of course, the orange tip on here. And overall, a very good pistol, and it's just like the real one, where single action only, which means the hammer needs to be cocked back in order for it to fire. It also has the functional safety, such as it cannot be engaged unless the hammer is cocked, like so, and then you cannot pull the trigger. And even if the safety is not on, you have to obviously engage the beaver tail, the grip safety, in order to fire the gun, like so. So KWC really did a very good job of replicating this gun. This is also owned by Cybergun, which probably permits them being able to place the markings on the slide and on the receipt, or the frame. I'm sorry. Anyway, overall, this gun is very nice, and as I said before, this gun is CO2 powered, so it takes a 12-gram CO2 capsule inside this magazine, and the fact that they managed to fit the capsule inside this very thin magazine, as you can see right there, is quite impressive. And that's also, you also need the Allen wrench in order to be able to put the CO2 capsule in there. You would undo the screw, or the hex nut down here, insert the CO2 capsule from the left side, as you can see right here, and then you would tighten the bolt, and then that would obviously puncture the CO2 capsule, and then you load the magazine. And loading the magazine is a little bit complicated and a little difficult, if you ask me. What you have to do is, you see that you have the magazine faller right here in the feed lips. You would have to basically pull down the faller and then load from a small, I don't know how I can see this, but it's basically a small hole right there, a cutout, which is where you would load your BBs. This holds a capacity, I think, of somewhere around 15 or 16 rounds, somewhere around there, so it's pretty much double the capacity of the real 1911. Granted, it is a very thin magazine. Overall, a very good pistol, and I really like it. I shot it a few times, and the recoil on this is very good, considering it is CO2. And it really does kick more than my Beretta by KSC, my KSC M9. And overall, very good pistol. The CO2 is very powerful. The BBs reach out much further than green gas. It has a much better blowback experience with CO2 than green gas, and also CO2 should function much more reliably in, say, cold weather conditions than green gas would. But anyway, very good pistol. Highly recommend it. I do have a few gripes about it, which is the main thing that I don't really like is the magazine, how you load it, basically. It's very difficult because, as you can probably tell, there's a notch right here, which you need to pull the follower down in order to compress the spring and then load the magazine. I find that very difficult as, like I said, it's very low, and also, the way you load it, you have to load it through this slightly large channel right here. You have to pull that all the way down and then load in all the BBs. I find that a bit difficult, honestly. Inserting the CO2 capsule is no problem, but yeah, that's one gripe that I have, and the other minor gripes that I have about this gun. This is I'm not necessarily saying that this is some of the reasons you shouldn't buy this pistol. You should. But I don't know if you can see right there. There is, you can probably barely see it, but there is a small red dot just on the guides for the slide to slide on, and that is obviously not there on the real 1911. That's pretty much there for safety measure. And for those of you who don't know, the red obviously means that the safety's off, aka red, you're dead. So that's the only other gripe. And also one small other thing, which is the finish it's I don't know how I can see, but on the webcam, but the finish, and there you go, you can see right there, the finish right there on the grip safety and other parts such as on the magazine and also parts of the frame. The finish comes off fairly easily, if you ask me, revealing the obviously the silver metal, the bare metal underneath of it. But another good thing about the gun is that disassembles just like the real one. So basically what you do is you push the gun, the slide back to the service notch right there, to where it's about halfway. You push the slide release out from the right side. And this is a little difficult. There we go. And then you can take the slide release out and then take the slide off the frame. Like so. And there you can have access to the barrel and the spring for cleaning, and then you also have access to your hop-up wheel, which if you see right there, it is this small dial which you adjust the hop-up. Now I have not tested the accuracy of the pistol quite well yet, so I'll probably be doing that, but so far the pistol is pretty decent for the most part. And then to reassemble the slide, you basically move the service notch back right here, as you can see. This is a little difficult, and there you go. And just to prove that, once more, function test. Overall, very good pistol, a very good replica of the real 1911, and would definitely recommend it. I paid $95 for this gun, so it's a pretty reasonable price, and the reason for that is on eVike it was on sale. Not only that, but I also got I used a coupon code which allowed for free ground shipping, which is the shipping method that I use for this gun. So I got it for $95, so that's a pretty good price. It's under $100 at the moment, so if you want to pick up this pistol, I would do it very quickly, as I probably won't last too long. And for it, you get a very good full metal CO2 blowback 1911, which definitely, if you're a fan of the gun, would definitely recommend this particular pistol. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Like I said, video activity on the channel may be slowed down a bit due to college, but still expect some videos. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Check out my channel for all my other videos. Rate, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys next time.